Hey everybody, welcome to my nighttime edition of My Plus Size Grandma with Miss Coco Bowden. Yes. I seriously hate when I'm trying to record and because we in these woods, stuff just don't go right. But anyways, so my physical health is now improving since I've been sleeping and just really ignoring the heck out of a lot of people. Boy, you never know how good you can feel till you start ignoring people. It's raining and this rain got me feeling all something. But anyway, I ain't yawned all day till I came on here. Okay, so the mental health thing is, the physical health is improving, thank God. And, I am trying to get more rest now. And that helps a lot. When you don't get your rest, it's like it knocks your whole day off, really. You're irritable, you really don't want to be around nobody. You have all this brain fog. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. Everything looks a fog to me. Not really clear. Can't really think clear. And so that brings me to the mental part of my doctor's appointment today. Well, I just poured my little heart out to that man. I poured my little heart out to that man and I just cried. I laughed. I cried some more. I laughed some more. Oh, I felt really bad because I felt bad emotionally. I've been dealing with a lot of emotional and verbal trauma, and it's just like, now that I finally got a chance to get it out, I want to try to get it all out at one time. Because I don't know, it just kind of feels like I will never get back up there again, but I know I am. Well, if you've been through any type of traumatic events, it could change your whole perception of a lot of things. And a lot of things that I used to call as fun doing has now became stressful to do, like even this show. I love doing this show. This show is fun to me, but because of my circumstances, just like I had to cut off earlier, I don't never know when I'm gonna have to just stop recording, and it, it's stressful when you basically feel like you don't have any control of your life, and you try to take it back the best way you can, and in the process of taking your life back, that means somebody gotta go, or some people gotta go. And a lot of my pain came off of family. And so after I told this guy everything that I was going through, and he listened with an open ear, I felt a little better. And he told me I was suffering from chronic anxiety disorder. I knew that already. I just didn't know how to bring myself up out of it. But chronic anxiety disorder and depression, which I knew I was suffering from depression too, which is, anybody that listens to my plus size grandma pretty much knows that I've spent these last 2 years really seemed like the more I try to climb up out of the barrel, the deeper I was sinking. But I didn't give up. I didn't stop doing anything. I kept doing it. I just wish I could have done a lot more things with a lot more joy that I originally had. when you're depressed like that and you have anxiety, I love the Lord, and I do believe the Lord will deliver and heal me. And it's easy for somebody to say that's never been through it. It's easy for them to say, well, just snap out of it, or it's going to be all right. Well, you can say that all day long, and I even believe that. But the fact is, I'm still a person here with depression and anxiety. And I do believe in the Lord. I do believe in His healing. I just think that sometimes there's a season when you're going to be down. And this is my down season. The last 2 years have been a down season, but I just always managed to work with it. And I think there's some joy out there for me somewhere beyond this big blue sky. It's really a weight. When I tell you that anxiety and depression is a weight, it literally feels like somebody is sitting on top of you, taking your life out of you, sucking air out of you. Like literally, you can't breathe. Your whole body aches. You don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to eat. You don't want to cook. You don't want to clean up. You don't feel like doing anything. You don't feel like doing anything at all. And people come around and say, well, just get up and do this and get up and do that. But the thing about it is you don't even really have a mind to do it. Oh my God, dogs chasing cats. See, now this is why I can't sit on my step. Yeah, but you don't even have a mind to do the things that you love. I'm getting out of this doorway before this dog run through. You want to do things. You want to feel better. But at the end of the day, you haven't accomplished anything. I managed to push out a lot of projects this year helping other people. But as far as helping myself, I didn't do as good. It was things I wanted to do, I couldn't do. That depressed me, financially depressed. I mean, it's just a lot. And like I said, it really feels like somebody is sitting on top of you, holding you down every time. Like your spirit gets up, but your body's still down, if that makes sense. Like you have the spirit to do things, but it never gets done. And I know some people will be like, well, you believe in God, why don't you get up and do it? It's easier said than done. It is a mind thing. I will tell you firsthand, it is a mind thing. And that mind don't always line up with the body. The mind does not always line up with the body, because sometimes my mind want to do it, but my body says no. So hopefully now I will get the help that I need to line everything up the way it's supposed to be and get back feeling the way I was before. Maybe feeling even better than I was before. Because like I said, it's horrible. It's a horrible feeling to know that you can't get your mind together, and you I spend most of the day casting down negative thoughts all day long. And then it's like, even with the family, when they come through, sometimes they just aggravate me, and they don't do nothing. I mean, it's just the presence can just easily agitate me and make me not feel well for the rest of the day. If I wake up and I'm feeling good and I'm happy by myself, next thing you know, if somebody comes, it could kill that happiness for the rest of the day. I mean, I'm just being real. That's how bad it is. Dating, having a relationship is horrible. It's horrible because It's not that I'm anxious about anything. It's just that I can't stand Watts. And when I happen to run up on a Watt, it just makes me even more depressed, because then you start thinking, now I know I'm a nice person. Why would they want to do me this kind of way? Why would they want to play with my mind? Why would they want to play with my emotions this kind of way? And unfortunately, that's all I'm meeting is Watts. And, you know, people say, do something different. I did something different. And I still met a Watt. So I guess it's not my season for that. And the only thing I would stress on that is that once you start talking to somebody and then all of a sudden they pull back, it's like they're controlling you too. So it's a lot of things that I haven't been controlling, which I thought I was doing a good job at. But, you know, clearly, if I'm feeling this type of way, I wasn't doing as good as I thought. But it felt like I was in this relationship with the guy, the one for 2 months. That was a bad feeling. That was so depressing to know that we were such good friends, but I never had really paid any attention, that we never met in the daytime. We never talked around anybody. You know, he talked around the people he wanted to talk around, but he never talked to me around his friends or anything. And that was a hurting feeling. I mean, that was a blow to my self-esteem, and I worked hard to pull myself back up out of that feeling of not feeling good enough, not feeling ashamed, you know, not putting myself down and finding excuses. I had to work hard to pull up out of that, because that is a blow. That's a blow to you. And so where I'm at now is just trying to move on in everything. Trying to move on, move past my son's illness. Move past old co-workers that basically was holding me back. And I don't know why I stayed with them. I guess somewhere along the line I lost confidence. And after you've been around so much negativity, it rubs off on you. My computer talking over there. But after you've been around so much negativity, it rubs off on you. After you've been put down just about every day, it starts sinking in. You know, the things that people say. Words do hurt. Words do matter. They hurt. Point blank, they hurt. And sometimes people just don't care how bad they hurt you. I mean, they just don't care. And when that doctor told me today that I was diagnosed with, when he told me I was diagnosed with the chronic anxiety disorder and depression, I already knew. I already felt these things. I study these things. I teach these things. But yeah, you know, you can't help what you go through in life. And he said, well, you have every reason to be feeling like that, because you have been through a trying time these last 2 years. By the time I finished telling him everything that I was going through, he was like, wow. And he said, I appreciate you being very open and honest with me about the things that you're going through. And listen, I'm not going to waste my time or the doctor's time. I'm going because I want the help. I'm going because I did seek out to people in the church community, but unfortunately they aren't trained in that area either. And the last thing I want to hear is when I'm feeling like this, the last thing I want to do is read a lot of stuff, or because you don't feel like reading. You don't feel like doing anything. I don't want to read a lot of stuff. I don't want to get with somebody who I'm going to start talking to, and then all of a sudden it turns into everything about them. You know, that's why I'm coming, so it can be about me.